All right, guys. So today we've got to finish our Louise Nevelson relief sculptures. The best advice I can give you is just like Nevelson, we're going to be using some metallic paints. However, these very bright metallics do not always look the best on their own. So what I would like to see us do first is use a base coat of a darker color. This will give it a nice aged effect that looks a little more like Nevelson and will do a better job of accomplishing what we're hoping to accomplish here, which is to create a nice interest and focal point on the objects themselves instead of on color. So by creating all of it one color, hopefully we'll do that. So to start today, you're going to choose either a black or a brown base coat. I'm going to do a little bit of both so that you can get an idea of what each looks like. So I'm going to do some black here at the bottom. Now, you are dabbing the paint onto your sculpture. You are not actually brushing much of anything on here. Because if you remember, this is really focused more on texture. Your entire thing is created out of texture. And because of that, if you try to brush it over the top, not only are you going to miss areas, but you're going to have a really tough time keeping all those hot glued items on your piece. There's a good chance that they will go falling off on you if you attempt to brush instead of dab. And as you notice, I'm really having to kind of push it into some of these areas to make it go. Those of you that created areas that stand up quite a bit more, you're really going to notice that. You're going to have to go up and under and around to get the whole thing painted in well. All right. So here's a black base coat. I'm also going to do a brown base coat as well so you can see the difference. Now for today, you are not rinsing your brush. Instead, use a paper towel and wipe to clean it off between coats. You will not actually rinse out the brushes until the end of class. So for brown, I'm just going to do a small section in brown just to give you an idea of what that might look like on a finished piece. And we'll get a little of the fabric painted here as well. There's a good chance your hands are going to get messy because you very well might need to pick up your sculpture and rotate it around as you work today to get all the pieces done. All right, we'll pretend I've painted the entire thing. Let's go ahead and move on just for the sake of moving on. Okay, so with the black, let me give you a sample of what silver might look like. I'm going to choose a part that's already started to dry here. You do want to try to give it a chance to dry a little bit before starting. But if you notice, the black undercoat has helped kind of tone down that silver, so it is not quite as bright and new looking. Okay, so silver with black looks like that. Gold with black, same thing. You're going to get kind of a toned down look. Oop, but mine is dried. It's not dried as much as I want, so you don't get quite as much, but you get the idea of it. And bronze with the black. We'll do it up here. Looks something like that. So a little brighter, but still just a little more toned down, a little more antique-y looking. So this is going to go over the whole thing, but you decide, do you want a brown or a black base coat? I'm not going to do silver on the brown, but sometimes the brown is a nice base coat for a gold or for a bronze. So there's gold. And here is our bronze, the brown base coat. There you go, guys. So go ahead, brush and paint the entire thing. Every part of it should be painted. Remember, you are dabbing more than brushing. I don't believe with the base coat, I don't think you will need 2 coats of paint for your metallics, but if you do what you need to do to make sure that everything is covered. When they are finished, they go on the top white shelf to dry, and then you guys may use whiteboards at the end of class if needed. All right, get started.